Okay guys, so here's a look at my peas that are growing on my balcony, which faces north. So I'm still not sure, but they seem to be growing. They don't get a lot of direct sunlight. I started germinating these on February 27th, I think, or the 24th, I can't remember which now, but if you look in my previous videos. And today is March 31st, so I want to give you a closer look at these. I tied some string. I'm going to try to coax them to grab onto these trellises, but right now they're kind of reaching for the north, so I've dropped some strings down there, and give you a close look at these. You can see the little tentacles grabbing onto the strings. And this is what they're looking like now. I think I'm going to be able to grow some peas up here, but I'm not sure. This one right down here, I'm not sure if it's going to make it. It's got a lot of discolored leaves on it. I don't know what the problem is with this one right here. And you can see I just moved that one inside the, it's going to grab the trellis. This one over here has grabbed onto my balcony. I'm thinking when it gets a little bigger, I don't know if it's going to hurt, because I'm not going to move these cages. I might just let it continue to grab onto the balcony. I tied some string there to it was kind of going over this way, and I kind of directed it back in that direction. And this one here looks good, but it wants to go north like the others, because that's where the most of the sun is coming from. But anyway, oh, and hung a hummingbird feeder there, and we've got one over there, and these bluebonnets seem to be coming back for a second time. And my wife hung some plants right there. I think the top one got a little dry. She tried to nurse it back yesterday, so we'll see what happened. And look at these strawberries. I mean, growing off of our balcony. So I'm going to go downstairs now and show you what's going on in our garden boxes, and I'll see you shortly. Oh yeah, this is just a look off our balcony at what we have to look at. That's a retention pond down there. That's our dog park, and behind there is a really cool pond, but we don't have access to it. And that down there is a cool little coffee shop called Hebrews, and we've got a gate that we can go through to get there. They're kind of a high-end coffee shop, but they're really friendly folks. They'll treat you right when you go in there. Anyway, before I go any further, I want to thank you all for dropping by the channel today. Really appreciate the growth of the channel. We're pushing, I think, 650 subs, and on our way to 1,000. And remember, when I get to 1,000 subs, I'm giving away 5 Jersey Mike's gift cards for $25 each. I've always got that video linked at the end, so you can just go there, and all you gotta do when you get to that video is type in Mike's Way, M-I-K-E'(S) Way, W-A-Y, and then you'll be entered, whether or not you're subscribed. Hope you do subscribe though. Hope you ring the bell so you know when I post new videos. and I'll be back in a couple of minutes here downstairs in the box garden. See you then. Okay guys, I'm down here at our garden boxes in Alders Magnolia where we live, and my wife and I, between us, we have 3 of these boxes. So this is my cantaloupe box, and you can see I have some these are radishes coming up. I planted around the edges. Got a nice little rain this morning, so I don't have to water. Accidentally dropped 2 seeds in one hole there. That's going to be an interesting looking radish. Got a nice little sprinkling of rain this morning, so I'll show you those. This cantaloupe and this cantaloupe and that cantaloupe I germinated in those grow boxes, if you look in my previous videos, and they don't seem to be doing as well. They're hanging on. I was going to pull them out, but as long as they look like they're still living, I'm going to try to see if they'll come along. But look how well these cantaloupe are doing. That's got an adult leaf on it there, and so does that one. That I germinated in these peat moss pellets. That one there's not going to make it. I'm going to pull it out. I planted a seed watermelon over there and a seed watermelon over there, and this is a watermelon I bought at HEB that was already started. But most of the stuff in my garden I started myself from seed. That one's got an adult leaf on it. And these cantaloupe, oh, that one germinated from the box, does have an adult leaf. So far my cantaloupes and my melons are doing good. Now I'll go, this is a neighbor's garden. I'll just show you it because it's nice looking. I came down here the other day and she had her hands in my garden box, and I'm not real happy about that. Don't touch other people's stuff. She said she was looking at that tag I put in there. Oh no, this is another lady who's got a garden box growing. I like her little frogs. I put a hummingbird feeder and a couple lights on this box. And I think that's a tomato. I don't know. What does that say? Sweet basil. That right there. She's growing some herbs. Anyway, I'll go over here. I don't know what all this stuff is. I think that's a tomato plant, but this isn't my box again. This is someone else's box. This is my box here where I'm growing onions, 2 different kinds of peppers, and some jalapenos. And I did start, listen to the onions. I bought onion starts at HEB, and they're doing real well. I've given them a little haircut here and there. They're doing real well. These are jalapenos that I started in the germinating boxes. This is a pepper. It's a gypsy pepper that I bought at HEB. I guess it's going to come in colors, and it's already got a pepper growing off of it. And this is a banana pepper plant. And we'll go over here. Morning. And you can see some more onions. I don't know what's wrong with this little pea plant, if it's going to make it or not. But I've dropped some string down here for these others. And they're grabbing on to the cage. And drop some string for this one here. And that's one's grabbing onto the cage. So it's going to be interesting to see how these peas do. It's another look at those jalapenos. I have high hopes to make a jalapeno popper video with my own jalapenos. We'll see. Again, some more look at the onions. And yeah, this is my wife's box. I think this is I think these are three different strains of tomatoes that she's growing. And I'm gonna have to ask her what these plants right here are supposed to discourage bugs. But her box is really looking pretty. And there was a lady here at Alders named Grace who passed away, and this was her box, so we kept her stone there, kind of remember her by. So let's see what else we got going on here. These aren't our boxes, but I'll just show you. That's probably a tomato plant, I think. Don't know what's some succulents in here. So that's what's going on in the grow boxes. And again, I think that's a tomato plant there. So I'm going to sign off, guys. I just wanted to give you an update. I think every week or so, or every other week, when I see, I mean, this box here has just really come up. If you go back and look at my last garden update video, you can see the progress. And anyway, guys, God bless y'all. Thanks for coming by, and I will see you again soon.